Hey everyone, how are you doing? My name is Davi, and before anything else, I want to leave an important warning. I'll put the official link right below in the description, because unfortunately there are a lot of copies and false promises going around. It's not easy to come here and talk about this, especially because so many people suffer in silence with ringing in the ears. And maybe this message is reaching you at exactly the right moment. For a long time, I lived with that constant noise, a buzzing, a high-pitched ringing. Sometimes it felt like an engine running inside my head. It followed me at work, during conversations. But the worst part was at night, when all I wanted was silence to rest, and it just wouldn't stop. Over time, it started to affect everything. My sleep, my focus, my mood. I woke up exhausted, felt anxious and irritable all the time. And with that constant feeling that no one really understood what I was going through. People who have never experienced it think it's an exaggeration. But if you deal with it, tinnitus is not something small. It's mental and emotional exhaustion. It's living without peace. That's when I started looking into natural alternatives. And one thing that kept coming up in my searches was a plant called dong-quai. You may have heard of it. It's been used for centuries in traditional Eastern medicine, mainly for supporting blood circulation, tissue oxygenation, and nervous system balance. And that makes a lot of sense, because in many cases, ringing in the ears is linked to circulation issues in the inner ear, inflammation, or overload of the auditory nerves. A lot of people use dong-quai on its own, usually in capsule form. The most common approach is daily, consistent use for a few weeks. And yes, some people do report improvement, especially when circulation is the main issue. But being completely honest with you, I realized that using just one herb by itself wasn't enough. That's when, after a lot of research and talking with people who were dealing with the exact same problem, I discovered a much more complete natural formula, one designed specifically to support hearing health in a deeper, long-term way. It's not a drug, it's not a miracle promise. It's a natural supplement created to work on multiple fronts at the same time. It helps, too, reduce the perception of ringing, improve hearing clarity, support circulation in the inner ear, protect and nourish the auditory nerves, fight inflammation and oxidative stress, and promote an overall sense of calm and well-being. In other words, it doesn't just try to cover up the noise. It works at the root of the problem, nourishing the auditory system from the inside out. And one important note, this genuine formula is only sold through the official website, so I'll leave the link again right below in the description to help you avoid scams. Now, speaking with complete honesty, this is not something that works overnight. This kind of natural support takes time and consistency. The ideal approach is daily use for at least 3 to 6 months. That's the time the body needs to improve inner ear circulation, reduce built-up inflammation, and strengthen the auditory nerves. For me, the first signs of improvement showed up after a few weeks. But it was around the second month that I truly felt the difference. And the longer I stayed consistent, the calmer and quieter my routine became. That's why many people choose to get more than one bottle, to avoid interruptions and give the body the chance to respond properly. Another thing that gave me a lot of confidence is that the formula is 100% natural, with no known side effects, and produced under strict quality standards. On top of that, the manufacturer offers a full money-back guarantee. So, if you use it correctly and don't see results, you get your money back. But honestly, I hope you never even have to think about that. If you're tired of living with this constant noise, the anxiety, the irritation, the lack of silence, this might be the help you've been looking for. The official link is right below in the description. There you can find more details and real stories from people who've gone through the same thing. I just wanted to share what worked for me. Nothing more. I truly hope you get back to hearing. Not the ringing, but peace. Take care.